Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to a video. This video is pretty much for anybody who is really serious about growing as a lifter. I'm going to start this series off. This is going to be the first video. And this video is about recovery. How we can improve our recovery as lifters. Okay, whether you're a strength athlete, whether you're a bodybuilder, power lifter, calisthenics, strongman, this is the video for you. So, let's start off by, I'm going to introduce myself. Okay, hopefully you guys have been liking the shorts and the videos that I've been posting. You know, I've been pumping out content every week. I'm trying to post every day. I did 5 times, I think, last week. So, I'm really trying to get you guys some more content out there. But please, guys, please help support the channel by subscribing and by liking or disliking, whatever. Also, your comments are well appreciated. I will try to read every single one of them if I can. Right now I can't because I only have 20 subs. But here we go. So I'm gonna give you guys a little background on me. I've been lifting for about 3 years. Started off out as a bodybuilder. Went into strength training. Now I do calisthenics and strength training. So deadlift, squat, bench, heavy dip, shoulder press. So my weight is 130, 128, 130. I'm 19. I'm 5'7", and I'll give you guys my numbers so you guys can just get an idea on where I'm at. Bench is 190. Like I said, I hit that 2 weeks ago. Squats are not that good, 170. So now again, legs are a big muscle group, so as you get older, you will get stronger, okay? Like I said, right now where I'm at, I'm working on it. My deadlift is 275. And my weighted dip is one weighted dip with 100 pounds on my belt. And my shoulder press is 65 per arm. So I pretty much shoulder press my own body weight for like 5 reps. So not too bad. So a lot of you guys will be like, oh man, dude, you're 19, bro. Why don't you just take creatine? Why don't you take pre-workout? I can't. Okay. So I'll give you guys a little story of mine so you guys can just get an idea on why I'm where I'm at. Before we start the recovery part of this video. If you guys don't want to hear me skip a little bit ahead, but like I said, so I'm originally Italian, but when I first started lifting, when I first came here to the United States, I have a metabolic problem, which is called methylmalonic acidemia, which is pretty much I can't eat too much protein. So a lot of you guys can eat 200 grams of protein per day. I can only eat 40 grams of protein per day. So why is that? Because my body lacks an enzyme to convert more protein into building blocks for muscle. So, like I said, it's, I've had this since I moved here. Well, since I was born, but when I moved here, they figured out everything. So, and I didn't know I had it until I moved here. So when I started lifting and everything, doctors were shocked. Dude, how you putting on so much muscle? And, I train 7 times a week. Sometimes twice a day. I train very hard. But I can't, like I said, I can't eat a lot of protein. I also can't take creatine because my kidneys are at stage 2 kidney disease. I am on a clinical trial right now, so I am doing a lot better. But just to give you guys a background of where I come from, what my past is, how I got into lifting and everything. So, yeah. So if you guys are wondering why, I am where I am, that's because, but I've made it work. So I'm still progressing every week, every day as I move along. So now for the actual video. Recovery. Recovery is just as important as your training. Why? Because one of the greatest deadlifters in the world, Eddie Hall, when he pulled 1,000 pounds, okay, now that record, of course, has been beaten by the Mountain himself, but or a guy named Thor, very strong athlete as well. He's at 1,005, so like I said, very impressive weight. But recovery is important because Eddie Hall, he was going and pulling 420 kg every week, and he was pulling that. And that's a good weight, but he wanted to get 1,000. He was like, "Yeah, man, I can't get up." And so after talking to Brian Shaw and a lot of other deadlifters, you have to recover. I deadlift once a week. Okay, my favorite day deadlift is Tuesday. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how. I just love deadlifting on Tuesdays. Always deadlift Tuesday. I don't know why, but besides that, I deadlift. I have 1 week where it's my rep week, and my goal will be to get 85% of my max. So for 5. So for example, if I'm doing deadlifts, my deadlift right now, I'm at 265. Okay. I took a break from it like 2-3 weeks, and I just came back into it. So my deadlift right now is 265 for 1. And today, or not today, today's Monday. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing 2. So if my, think about it, right? And you guys always got to calculate. Make sure you have your, don't be afraid to pull out your calculator in the gym. So be like, okay, so I'm benching 190. Okay, I need to push 175 for 5. Right? That's the goal. That's the only goal in rep take. Doesn't matter. Okay, so what I'm going to do for deadlifts tomorrow is I'm like, okay, let's start off like this, warm up, but don't tire yourself out because that's not the goal. Okay, I'll explain that too as well in another video, but I'll give you guys tips for deadlifting, how to increase your max every week. Because I went from pulling barely 205 to pulling 275 in like 2 months. So like I said, I know what I'm doing. I'm also studying kinesiology. I'm still very young and I still have a lot to learn, but from the years that I have been lifting, I know some stuff to help you guys out, so stay tuned for that video as well. So when you're doing reps, right, that's it. But say you comes your max week. Now your max week is only about getting 1 rep. So I see a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll just come every week, max out on bench. I see it more on bench than anything else, right? They're going boom, 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 boom. And then they'll tire, they'll be like, oh man, dude, I'm not hitting anything. Why? Because you're maxing out every week. I hit 190 2 weeks ago. I went in the next week trying to bench 175, I couldn't even hit it. Why? Because my body was recovering from the past week. So, like I said, you need time to recover. So if you're benching, or you're squatting, or you're deadlifting, or you're shoulder pressing, or you're whatever, you need to recover. So, what can you do to shorten the recovery time? So the recovery time for bench or deadlift or anything is really 10 days. Now deadlifting, especially big, heavy lifts, I definitely recommend take 10 days off. 10 whole days, okay? You can do other stuff, in those 10 days. Back rows, shrugs, whatever. And it also give you more time to in between workouts, right? Because, you go in, you max out, it's at least going to take you 30-40 minutes just for that. Unless you don't, or you don't sit down, you put your timer on, okay? So, like I said, that's a story for another time. But recovery is important. So what can you do to recover? I'll give you guys my recovery routine right now. Wake up usually about 7. I scroll on my phone for 15 minutes. Wake up, and I go and I start my recovery. So I wake up, I go, I put on my bathing suit, and I go into my cold plunge. Now, cold plunges have been hyped up super much, and I definitely recommend you guys get one. You can build it at home. You can buy one already made. You can do whatever you want. Anything works, okay? But the best way to do it, right, is wake up super early, go in. I do 3-minute and 30-second plunge. No more, no less. Okay, you know, you do it more. After 3 minutes and 30, I don't really feel it anymore. Okay, I see these guys like, yeah, man, do go for 15. No, just do 3 minutes, 30 seconds. No less, no more. Okay, 30 seconds. You know why? Because just your body gets acclimated to heat. Okay, I do cold plunging 2 types of ways. I go in, I breathe in. Okay, I breathe, or sometimes I move the water around my hands to get it super cold. Try that as well. Best one ever. You'll feel out. You'll almost like be in hypothermia, but very as well good for recovery. Also, contrast therapy is good. So going into a hot shower, then turning a cold, 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off. Okay. Or if you have a bathtub as well, do a hot bath and a cold plunge as well, which works great too. That's my first number one recovery. Number two, I'd probably say sauna. Just sauna is great as well. If you have one at home, even better. If you don't have one at home, it's okay. But saunas are absolutely amazing as well. They are great. They're a beautiful way of recovering as well. And yes, so cold plunge, contrast therapy, saunas. That's 3. Number 3 and number 4 would be foam rolling. You know, we've all seen the foam roller around the gym. Everybody's like, okay, man, whatever. Always good to foam roll, especially for leg day, because, and I'll get into that a little more right now, but leg day, you have to have flexibility. Think about it. The squat is one of the most flexible exercises. You know, a lot of people didn't have good ankle mobility, or they didn't have good hamstring mobility, you know, or when they're doing RDLs or squats or whatever, or leg press, they won't get all the way down because they're like, oh, you know, I can't, you know, I'm sore. Well, you didn't stretch, you didn't do recovery. So why, you know, or you can't hit it as hard, you know, that day. So it's important to really recover from that. So foam roll for about 15 to 20 minutes, okay, or even an hour, honestly, if you want to, if you have the time or whatever, okay. But foam rolling is important as well. Number 5 would probably get yourself a massage parlor, a massage place. You know, look up, you know, where is a massage place near me, a massage parlor near me. Massages are great. They loosen up the muscle tissue. Okay. If you're a bodybuilder, they'll help you pose better. If you're a power lifter or whatever, they'll get your muscle less tense. Okay, so great, another great place. They are expensive, so don't go every week blowing 120 bucks for 2 hours on a massage parlor. But even if you do it, you know, an hour twice, you know, you do an hour twice a month, right? Still good, still great. Like I say, I recommend you definitely go at least once a month, at the most twice or 3 times, if you have that much money, because they're pretty expensive. Number 6, get yourself a chiropractor. Chiropractor, doesn't matter what you're doing, they're always great. Especially if you're a heavy deadlifter, heavy squatter, and you have that back pain, hey, that'll get you fixed up. So don't be afraid to go in and be like, hey, you know, like I have a chiropractor in my house. You know, I didn't go to it because the first visit's 150 bucks. And, you know, I'm like, okay, hold on a minute there. You know, I'm going to hold on and then I'll go in. So make sure, if you have the money, to go in and get yourself a chiropractor as well. Number 7, massage guns. I used to have a massage gun. I used to own one. It broke. I paid not that much for it. So like I said, you get what you pay for. But for the time I used it, it was very great, especially for in-depth penetration of the legs. Okay, especially on the, you know, the quads and the hamstrings and the calves. Okay, my arms as well, shoulders, everywhere, right? So like I said, very good way to do it. Of course, absolutely amazing. Definitely recommend. Is it a must? No, but if you have that extra money to get it and you really want to take your lifting to the next step, I definitely do recommend some brands. I don't have any particular. Just make sure you, first things first, before buying anything, you know, look up some videos on YouTube or look up some reviews. Always that. That'll be coming up in another video as well, for lifting belts and gym gear as well. We got some great brands. So, moving on. The 7th way of recovery, this is very, very important, is sleep. Now, I know this may have shocked you, but whoa, man, what do you mean sleep? Yeah, I sleep, I try to get 8 hours of sleep. 8 hours max. Now, Arnold himself said, yeah, you know, I used to sleep 6 hours. Well, good for you. Okay, I need my sleep. Okay, or else I'm cranky, I'm mad, you know, you wake up and, you know. So 6 hours is okay. If you're getting that, that's good. But if you want to take your lifting to the next level, during the week, I always go to bed. Always during the week, I always go to bed 9:30, 9, 10, and I usually wake up around 7. So you do the math, right? You go to bed at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 9 hours of sleep. Now, that's really good, okay? Because you want your body to heal, right? Sleeping is when your body recovers the most, okay? Everybody's like, oh man, I take a rest. You don't need a rest. Your body recovers when you sleep. So remember that, okay? And also, you know, you need to get those full hours, okay? If you're waking up in the middle of the night, you know, figure it out, you know, drink a nice warm glass of milk with some honey in it, and then go to bed, okay? Or maybe, you know, just try different ways of sleeping, okay? I thankfully sleep like a rock, okay? But it's, you know, not everybody has that. So if you guys need sleep tips, I got you as well, okay? Now number 8. We're getting near the end here, okay? Nutrition. Now this is a topic that's very diversified, especially now with, you know, Sam Sulek and, you know, and all these guys eating junk food and all that. Nutrition is big part of recovery, just as a part of training, which I'll talk about in the next video. But if you guys post-workout meal, which is your recovery meal, should be, I would say, carbs, okay? Whatever your goal is, but carbs and protein. Carbs and protein. That's mainly it. Not fats unless you're a marathon runner, okay? But carbs and protein. So for me, right, you know, I usually get a protein bar. Now, since I can't have a lot of protein, right, I look for a bar that's fits my macros, right? So for me, being I usually look for something with 10 to 12 grams of protein, okay, which is pretty good. Or you know what I've done, okay, and I do this often. I'll chug a raw egg. You know, this is a topic that's diversified a lot. I do it, but I haven't gotten sick from it, so it works for me. But hey, you might do it, you might get sick, so don't try it unless you're willing to risk. Why do I do raw eggs and not just drink a protein smoothie? Because I don't like all this new stuff. I'm old school, guys. I don't like all this new stuff that they're putting in protein powders, you know, all this junk. It's a powder. Like, what the hell is that? You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're drinking powder. It's good, but what else in there? You gotta look at the ingredients. I'm very big on that too. So yeah, I definitely say nutrition is important. If you guys bring meal prep, if you meal prep, hey, there you go. That's your meal right there. Bring some chicken and rice, okay? Perfect. Or turkey, rice, beef fry, whatever you want, right? Like I said, a lot of options out there. Depends on if you're bulking or cutting too, which I'll get to in another video as well. I'll cover all these topics through the series, which will help you guys become a better lifter, progress faster, and lose or put on size quicker. Okay, so and yeah, these would probably be my top 8 tips, okay, on how you can recover faster. Okay, take these extra steps, right, to take your lifting to the next level. Okay, also you know, recovering your nervous system. This is gonna be the last one. Because at the end of every video, I'm gonna give out a secret tip. Okay. At every end of the video. I didn't mention this at the beginning, but I'm gonna mention it now. So every video, if you guys watch till the end, I'll give you guys a secret tip. Okay. Nervous system. You're lifting heavy. Okay. You're preparing for a heavy set. You want your nervous system to be ready. Okay? So a big key way to do it is when you guys are doing a cold plunge, dunk your head in. Create a bit of recovery in your nervous system. Or if you guys are lifting, okay, and you guys are recovering. This is recovering between sets, so it's important. If you guys are recovering in between sets, okay, you want to slow your breathing down, right? You know, breathing is super important. Like I said, these are secret tips, okay, that I've tried in my lifting career that have worked, okay. Recovering for 4 minutes in a set, yes, I've done that before. 4 minutes, you're sitting there with your timer, yes, that works, okay. Like I said, guys, make sure you recover, make sure you train hard, and please, guys, please hit that subscribe button below. Like the video, dislike the video, comment, whatever you want. Anything supports this channel. Share this video with your friends as well, if you guys want to get both jacked and strong together. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Peace!